light bell dings as a door sweeps into a thick layer of dust settled on the floor. "Hello?" you ask, to no one in particular, as the thin, cluttered shop sits strikingly empty, despite the heavy, worn coveralls that hang from the walls. From the back room, a faint squeak of a man produces his furrowed, hairy eyebrows out from behind a stack of almanacs, which scatter to the ground in shock of his sudden movement.
Hello there. New face wandering by, I see. Buying or selling?
He asks, as his crumpled, frail hand works to lump the paper debris into a pile on the floor.
Asking, actually. I just rode into town, and I'm not quite sure where to find him, but I'm looking for my brother, Mitchell.
Listen, young man. No one just rides into Constance View. Heavens, we're 50 miles off the last turn of the Grey Highway. You don't need to get sharp and wit with me. Only folks running in here are for the Mother Superior in Uptown, or the Caponetti's Lowtown. So you're either here for some loaming tools or a piece. What'll it be?
You feel the letter in your hand start to slick between the oil on your fingers. The smudge of a name, your brother's name, just starting to lose clarity in your grip. Your mind, sleepless some these past 2 nights, tries to pull something to say. Anything at all.
Peter, the boy,
you say.
He's missing.
The year is 1917, and we find ourselves a year into World War I. The bloodiest battle of the English army is just a painful memory from about a year prior, and the top minds of Prime Minister George's War Council have been researching into anything to give the English an edge. This history now diverts from our own, as through scientific rigor and various unseemly occult practices, the British government found a new way to deliver munitions and supplies to the front lines. They found the Grey Highway. Vast, sprawling network of interconnected motorways, sitting still and silent
as massive iceberg-like islands of stone hang over top an endless sea of gray mist sprawling beneath. The early pioneers of the Grey Highway were changed by the passing, unwillingly and unknowingly. The project would have been shelved after a researcher returned to the walking world with his skin turned translucent, followed by a far less fortunate contemporary. But amidst the rising death tolls of the war, these unavoidable accidents came to be expected. The next 10 years we see as discoveries are made about this new place, whatever it ends up being referred to as, a new world, new dimension, a new science. The greatest of these discoveries is that of resin, a purified ore compound found along the islands of the Grey Highway, an ore that seems to behave against known laws of the walking world, providing powers that some refer to as occult phenomena, or magic. The Highway won the Great War and the World War following that, as the Allies were able to transport bombs at an impossible pace across the world. However, the ensuing 20 years of war and the technological developments left the walking world as a smoldering husk, a battlefield that only scavengers and survivors now habitate. Where are the people now? In the year 1995, we find a changed humanity clinging to life along the roadways and islands of the Grey Highway. Life trudges on in cities and villages, in the nomadic lifestyles on the roadway, and in the pioneers deep in the gray horizon. Life is hard, but deep in the dark, casted shadows of the dragways, in the rumbling quiet of the open road, in the roaring tide of the horizon, the soul of mankind flickers in streetlight.